Alright, saw a curse submission in Dusk's queue. It said, what did it say? It said, incredibly cursed start. And they managed to win without resets, but had a lot of unorthodox decisions. So this is Wish who submitted that, and that does match their Discord name. So we'll give it a shot here. Not a huge fan of Drake's secondary, but obviously I don't really mind an Echo Right. So we'll just take a look here. Serve the Diligent, annoying. Arcus Sin of Darkness is probably one of the easiest. Ring 6 and Plated Seal is what it is. It's better than Talos, I suppose. Starter cards are not too good on the Wormkin side, though with an Echo Rate, let's say in most cases we don't mind starting with a Total Recall. But I don't really like the Proclamations being unpink. They're very hard to play, in my opinion. Purifying Cleanse is fine. That gives us an in into Paraffin Enforcer. Yeah, this is what I was not wanting to see. I would really like a Marsh Lord Strike here. I'm thinking because, yeah, it's a Divine Horde, I really want to take it when Wormkin is involved, which makes the Repeater hard to take with 5 health. Especially if I'm getting like a Spikes trial or something. So let's just do the Shellsmith. Center Self into Diligent, probably not that necessary. Wing Steel I'm liking more, especially with Dregs. Okay. Wing Clipping's not necessarily the best with Echo Right, but we don't really care. The Shellsmith route is my least likely to actually keep Echo Right as a main part of the game plan. It's the highest likelihood for him to just become a throwaway for me past Ring 3. Mark of Exile is definitely unnecessary. I would say it's probably just Combustible Wax, which could brick. I mean, it really is only super useful to me if Paraffin Enforcer is found, but so be it. Okay, I guess we'll take this. Would have liked a unit draft. Would have not liked to see this boss and enemy troop. So now we're guaranteed to fight a you-know-what. A sharded up dude. I'm just gonna put this here. Why not? They're expendable. Well, I'm definitely taking the money there. Could do this and he still dies. But I could save 9 health on my thing, which seems reasonable. How the hell are we gonna kill that? I mean, Echo Break should do it, but... Alright, let's... I think if we're gonna etch, we might as well put the units down now. This is why I don't like Proclamation, by the way. Prime example. To be fair, I could have... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I could have maybe tried to put the echoes on that floor, but... Alright, we're fine though. 5 damage there. That's big. Can't kill this guy, so... definitely will do that. Don't have any more consumables, right? Very small deck at this point. Let's do that. I'm gonna put this guy down here, just because get a stack of that lifesteal taken. I probably could have killed that guy if I put the drag up top. What am I doing? I'm so dumb. Okay, at least we get to Proclamation here. Alright, well, we get through at 5 damage. I probably didn't need to take that 5, though. Probably didn't need to take 2, at least. Okay. Pink Echo Transfer is definitely the best card here, but is it that good in this combo? Only really on a Glareminder, or if I hit Pater on some multi-strike. Which could come in the form of a draft, I guess, but that's pretty fine actually with Combustible Wax. I am leaning toward that. The other option would be Shelter, which really is just playing into Echo Right. Without Echo Right, which is likely, we wouldn't care about it that much, whereas this is always going to be good. Pink Dripfall, probably. With the Combustible Wax, and I already have 2 Purifying Cleanses, I don't think we need any more extension. If extension is even going to be a part of the game plan, but this is always going to be good. Especially, yeah, it's just going to always be good. Gotta be honest, I'm kind of tempted to go to the right. The nice thing about the Shellsmith path is I'm a little bit covered if we brick and find like 2 eggs. The problem with the going left is like, it's a big problem I have with, I guess, Melting Remnant is there's not many actual good banners. I'm mainly looking for Paraffin Enforcer, and Wickless Baron would be the only other one, unless I'm gonna get a rare. If I get a rare, we're happy, but... And then, like, the steel doesn't have much other than, in most cases, just multi-strike, so it's only a 50-50 there that it's good. On the other hand, I could go to the right, at least get a cost reduction on a Dripfall or something, even a holdover or something. If I could get an intrinsic and a holdover, that would be great. And that is possible because there's a Divine Temple. But mainly, the Wormkin banner is typically just going to be better, especially because it seems like I'm having a pretty good deck as far as Inspires go. So like a Shard Soul Carver, ideally a Keeper of Echoes. Keeper of Echoes is all I need to see. Then I'm golden. I'll just build into those. And this actually, you know, artifact-wise, there's extra ways in the Remnant arsenal to make Keeper of Echoes a little more smooth to play. So really, like, Keeper of Echoes is, I would say, on par with Paraffin Enforcer. So we're already having a better, or an equal ceiling. And there's just other units. I mean, even the eggs wouldn't be horrible, especially if I'm getting the Bogfly egg. And then I can just hit this Merchant of Steel, which, I don't know, I wouldn't want to do that, though. Like, and that's the other problem, is, like, if I do take the Wormkin banner here, and it's not Keeper of Echoes, is that, I guess the Shard Soul Carver is really good. I think the worst case is just double egg, because they have 1 health, and they're going to be too hard for me to hatch outside of the Bogfly egg. And then it's going to be rough to path to the steel when there's a Horde and a Wormkin banner here. Like, that's just not generally more valuable than this. But I may have to, if it's an egg here and, like, no unit draft or something. I will say if I hit a unit. We got a 2 out of 3 to hit unit draft here, since we already hit a money trial. It still seems like I'm leaning toward the right. You know, holdover to be pretty good. Just adding some damage to the procs might be alright. Holdover echo transfer could be okay. And just cost reductions even on the echo breaks is not horrible. Yeah, let's do that. And honestly, the eggs, since I have a shellsmith, the eggs are playable. You know, I can get them some armor just before they hatch. Especially I can add like surge stone and stuff. Yeah, I think this is the right call. 30 power. Could put that on a proc. Well, it's not double egg, but it's it's in that realm. I'm leaning toward the Kinnos Carapace. I mean, my initial thought is 2 out of 3 for a unit draft, and then there's Wormkin Banner there. It goes well into the eggs. You know, there's high chance I get an egg as one of the offerings. And then I have something good for it. Now, if I take the egg, the only thing that's really good for it would be the Kinnos Carapace, or maybe Keeper of Echoes, Shardsville Carvers, stuff like that. But yeah, let me think. I don't know. Do I take the Bog Chrysalis here? We know there's no Mark of Invasion, so I don't have to worry about that. I can add a Surge Stone to something here, so along with the total recall. Like, I'll have armor for it, hopefully, and this is... Can I hatch it reasonably, though? And, you know, for what it's worth, maybe I can get a, like, melted or molded offered, and then I could do, like, reform eggs or something. For what it's worth, it's been ages since I've done this, but Kinnos Carapace does technically play decently with reform as well, just as a unit. You can do hallowed halls on it, and it will get huge pretty quick. Granted, it will take up the whole floor, but that's sometimes not an issue. I will admit too, sometimes I can make Kinnos Carapace. I've been playing on my Steam Deck most nights, just a game or two, and I've actually made Kinnos Carapace as a unit work. I've become a little more open to the unit. I still think he sucks, but it's not horrible to take right now. It's definitely the most likely to save me some pyre health at the moment. If I take egg, I'm probably most certainly looking at some pyre health, unless I get really lucky with the ordering of how I draw Proclamation, I think. Whereas the Kinnos Carapace, you know, it probably just comes out, especially with like dregs and stuff, and it comes in with a ton of stats initially, and I'm good for several rings with that. I think I'm just going to take this. Even with the Shellsmith, I think I just take that. Now, we do have an intrinsic. If I see a holdover, I might intrinsic. Dripfall, maybe. I'm going to make this 0 for now. I'm going to search in this. There's unfortunately a chance I reroll by doing this, and I miss the 120 gold, but I'm willing to live with that. I don't think I'm going to take the 30. I don't think double stack here is worth. Well, we don't want that. I guess I'm not taking intrinsic then. I don't really know why I would take it here. Unless I really want Kinnos Carapace to pop. Even then, though, what am I intrinsicing? An Echo Break? 0 cost Echo Break? Not worth it. And 30... Don't really need it if I'm able to make both of these just do damage already. So, I think we just make these 0. I mean, I could do the Dripfall. I still am like kind of It sucked. I literally got the worst two upgrades here I could have had. I would have even, if it was permafrost, an upgrade I usually hate, I wouldn't mind just permafrosting the dripfall and intrinsicing it. The idea there would be that we overstack a floor. It wouldn't really make sense with the unit I have right now, but there's a lot of units in this combo it would make sense with. But that's neither here nor there. I just might as well just do an echo break for now. I'm still going to leave myself open to that potentially, like here maybe. Like I'm unlikely to hit this Hellvent. I would have to hit like pretty good pay dirt on something between now and then to want to go to that Hellvent. So I'm hitting that magic for sure. I'm probably hitting this magic depending on a few things. I don't know though, because I will have not hit a steel by then most likely. So that's actually probably not getting hit. This Hellvent will definitely get hit. And the final magic gets hit. So we're at least hitting one more magic. I'm going to keep the Dripfall. I mean, I can't have no choice now, but retroactively I stand by the decision. Wow, double no unit draft. That sucks. This is I'm glad I didn't take the egg here though, honestly. Like, for example, if I had this same opener, I guess I could drag down here to kill that. Well, I might as well just do this down here, right? We'll go here. I'll do this first, and then that. Get the armor. Do that, I guess. Do this. Damn, that sucks. That really sucks. Well, whatever. God. Wait, how am I? Well, I think we definitely want to try to win down here. It looks like we're fine either way. Given that we want to win right now, I'm not going to play that drag up top. Yeah, this boss is so easy. I'll do this just to draw a card. I mean, we already won, but might as well win harder, you know? So as you can see, the definitely, at least for that ring, the Carapace massively outperforms the egg. Massively. So this is either a skip, or maybe I take the Echo Infusion. I don't know. It's not pink, but that doesn't matter that much. It's pretty good. I don't know, though. I already have the 2 non-pink proclamations. I'm already extracting with the Echo thing. Echo transfer. I think I want to take this. It just sucks. So this is the second ring, so we know we're not getting Abounding Echoes now unless I don't even think I can get one. I'm trying to think because, like, it's weird. Like, I'm thinking back to, like, the consumable event, Cavern event, and I'm like, Wormkin is an option, but I don't think I've ever gotten Abounding Echoes from that. It, like, for whatever reason, it just only gives you either Total Recall or the Spell Return one, which would be good. I mean, the Spell Return one would be good. I guess I take this. I'm not feeling confident about that take, though. Well, it is pink. I don't have much reason to take the other cards. It opens up a Legion of Wax. That's about it. Otherwise, it's just kind of okay. I guess we take it. I'm also not that confident. Those drafts, I don't know that they were really what we were looking for. Well, I think we definitely have to go to the right here. If I go left, it's multi-striker bust for sure. And if I go to the right, I need an egg or something, like, then it opens up endless. Burnout egg is unlikely now unless I get hallowed halls. But the artifact would be huge here, most likely. Yeah. Spell chain and pierce. Memorial Friend with Dregs, alright. Trader's Quill with my current deck is fine, but I am not lacking for front-loaded damage at the moment, especially adding that Entombed Explosive. I think I would just take the Memorial Fund. Alright, we get the same exact choice, just flipped. I can... Look how good my memory is. I remember that they were in opposite ends. Well, I think we definitely take the egg at this point. It also makes it so Kinho's Carapace, as a unit, we don't merge them. That's... If I don't merge them, though, then I got this awkward ring 4 and 5. The problem is, like, merging them is, like, really not worth it if I'm not going to have Endless or Burnout. I mean, it's like, yeah, I guess it's a 2020 that at the end of the day, which is okay. But if I'm not re-summoning them, isn't that just a glorified Train Steward infusion? Whereas if I keep the units separate right now, they're more powerful. And I can get through these two rings with them being separate. And who knows, maybe I just find a better unit here to put into the egg. Or alternatively, I just find a Keeper Echoes here and I pivot to that as the game plan. Because right now it's not looking super clear what I'm meant to do. So I think we hold the 10 and Pierce in case we get the Hammer event. Because I don't really care about Pierce on these other than maybe the proc, but I would never times 5 it. So it's not like I'm gaining on the times 5. And if I spell chain, the Echo Transfer is definitely worth spell chaining, I think. Especially if I'm not going to infuse anything. And I wouldn't times 5 the spell chained Echo Transfer, but I would times 1 it for, you know, somewhat of a still a valuable play since I don't have to increase my shards twice for that. Yeah, I think we'll spell chain this first. I'm trying to think if there's anything from a cavern that would benefit from spell chain. Not really. So why don't we spell chain this in case it's times 5? Because I don't have a times 5 anyway. I would just times 1 it. Yeah, not amazing. I don't even like this because it's pretty hard for me to play these, and they're not pink, and I do need pink stuff, and I already have front-loaded damage, but, you know, it is Seraph the Diligent. Penitent Remains, if I get Endless Egg, would be amazing. I'd have the Kinho's Carapace plus the egg, plus they're getting a ton of damage every time I bring them back. I just don't know, though. That's pretty tough. I mean, if I take this, it's just... I don't even know if it's worth it even going into Diligent, because I'm like... With this deck currently, how do I have space to play these? I'm just adding blights to my deck at that point. And same with this, I'm downgrading my deck significantly to speculate on Endless or Burnout, which already are kind of a pretty okay play, regardless of those, because of the Kinhost essence. If I end up going that route, I think we just don't take anything here. Sucks to brick like that. At least it's a middle brick, so it's not like I had to go to one side and brick. I would say we bricked the thing as well. Maybe I should have took the Trader's Quill or whatever, but like I said, I don't think Trader's Quill is going to change much for me. I think we should do the Pierce probably here. You actually are getting up there a little bit in shards. is not who I wanted to draw first. Well, I could just try to, let me think. So that'd be 2 pip, 2 pip. I could still fit the egg on the floor, and we just live with a weak carapace here. And then get the egg in. Makes it so I can't put dregs onto the floor. The other option is I just put it in at a 1 pip, 10-10. At that point, is it even worth me putting it in? Like, why don't I just redraw the Kinhost Carapace in this case? Because we low rolled so bad here. And who knows, maybe I can wing steel into something, but I doubt it. I think we redraw the Carapace. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm telling you, this is like... I hate Proclamation. Most overrated card in the game. Sure, maybe I'm being hyperbolic or whatever, but it's kind of my thoughts, genuinely. So no sweepers. Is there any way I could get around Amber Drain here? I could put you down first, then play you. And I'd have to draw specifically a 0-cost Echo Break. 1 out of 17 for that to still work. Either way, I probably just want to do that, right? Put this in. Try to kill this thing. Wow, we got the 1 out of 17. Okay, well, can't complain. Might as well play this. I can't really hatch it this turn anyway. I don't think I play that for armor, though. I don't know. There is going to be a explosive shield, but we do need to hatch this thing kind of ASAP. But I felt it was worth to put the damage there while I could. Alright, we're going to put you in the front. We're going to, I guess, break this damage shield. So I'm exactly, that's another problem why I didn't want to necessarily take this Echo Infusion. It's like, I do need to hatch this now. I could give it health now, though, and hatch it in a turn. Entombed Explosive could take care of the next group here. I mean, honestly, with this guy, that's 4 damage. I mean, these will come in with 5 extra health. I think I am actually going to do this, though. This kind of guarantees Relentless. Ay, ay, ay. Should I be putting him not there? Okay, we can still hatch. We're gonna go this, I guess. We don't play that. My mouse wheel is broken, by the way. That's why I'm having to remember to use like page up and page down. Otherwise, I've been like messing myself up. All right, well, we definitely want to kill this. I'm gonna have to take the 4 no matter what. I guess I can't kill it. Does that kill it? Oh no, right. Because I took away all the damage. That was so pointless of me to do. That was so pointless of me to do. Okay, I can make a big carapace here. The catch-22 is like I'm going to take more pyre damage to do that. I may have to, though, because we're looking at full health Daedalus with 11 damage. I don't know that this top floor actually beats it. Here, we can just do this. So we'll do that. I'm only taking 2 more damage, and I can get a pretty big carapace right here. And that'll put in some work. Maybe I should have played this. If I do that, does that change anything? I'm gonna just... Here, we can do that. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage down here. Alright, 220 is going to have to be it. I guess I could have healed these. They're at 11 health, but all I need to do is make 1 consumable here and I'm good. Yeah, this one is technically a consumable. I think it's worth it to get the armor. Man, this just does not help me that much though, does it? God. It's just so unfortunate that those are the specific 2 that bottom deck there. It's like, I take 11 damage because of that bullshit. Well, whatever. We barely get through it. It's not a good sign. I would have thought that my deck is stronger in the early game here. Even the Echoes of the Past is very tough for me to take here. Like, would Wormkin Etchings be better? I don't know how I play Wormkin Etchings in this deck. Like, I think it's the Echo of the Past, but it's just not that good right now. As you can see, my deck sucks. My deck just sucks, plain and simple. I also don't know if I'm taking a Amber upgrade or a draw upgrade. I kind of want to take a draw upgrade, but kind of hard for me to play my shit out. I think it has to be a draw upgrade, though. Even though Ember... Like, I don't even know that Ember helps me proc Wing Steel with how much freaking extract I already have. It's like... This is a problem. Like, the best cards that were offered to me were extract cards, but I probably shouldn't have taken so many. Because... You know, as we can see, we already have the double proc unpink. We have no bounding echoes. We have an echo transfer and echo infusion, like, and I have an egg, and I have dregs, which can't necessarily always play on the floor. So it's like it's really hard for me to play shit. I think it's definitely a draw upgrade. Sacrificial Res would be interesting. I never take that card anymore, but I could see it being good with Shellsmith somewhat. It's not even that good, though. Kind of fucks my deck over. It's also Sarah the Diligent. Okay, we have a Legion of Wax, or an Egg, or First Akin. It's going to be too hard for me to hatch the Egg, honestly. I think we already have an egg if we want to do egg stuff, and Kinno's Carapace goes into that. I think this is Legion of Wax, but the problem with the Legion of Wax is no reform, and even an endless Legion of Wax is 2 Ember every turn that I have to play it. And we don't even know if we're going to get endless. If I don't get endless and I don't get reform, it's pretty bad. Also, it's not going to be good until there. And I have to hit endless here or a reform like at either of these, which would really just be Wicked Blaze, because I don't really see myself in this deck able to make Sacrificial Pact or whatever work. Or whatever the 0-cost consumable that brings 2 randoms back, because, yeah, I mean, I'm playing Dregs. I have to play dregs. It's one of my only ways to get pink stuff in this deck. And with how hard it is for me to find pink, I don't think there's any world where I can take the Kinos Vessel. The only thing that sucks is a Kinos Vessel actually is a really good unit with my Echo Transfer and my Echoes of the Past here, since it is multi-strike. I mean, that would technically be good with the Legion of Wax, too, in some world. You know, I don't have a draft into it, but if I can bring it back a bunch, it having the extra stats is nice. I just don't see any world here where I can make Kinhost Vessel hatch without abounding echoes. I would specifically need accelerated incubation or the artifact, and even then it's not great. Soul Siphon I guess could work too, but even then not all the time. I could speculate on the Legion of Wax, but it's a pretty bad card to have. Other like I'm speculating. I can only speculate on so much. This kind of sucks. This does kind of suck. Well, we're definitely going to the right. There's nothing I can Hellvent that makes sense at this point. Dripfall maybe would be the only thing. But then it's a pretty bad. That's not. I don't think that's outperforming like potential. You know, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm already probably gonna have to speculate on whichever remnant banner comes up. I do wonder if I should take the Legion of Wax though. The problem is I'll get some health back here, but if I'm not going this route, I'm not getting health. At least I can stay under 50 shards, though. I don't have to take this money. I'm already rich, and I already have a memorial fund. I think I will speculate on Legion of the Wax. I don't know. This is tough, because it's like... we would love to find Reform, I think, at this point. And even if the Reform is Hallowed Halls, which is not likely, it's only about 20% chance from here on out to find that. Hallowed Halls are not great with Legion of Wax, kinda. It'd be much better with the Kinho. Honestly, just a Kinho's Carapace I would leave as a unit at that point. It's better than trying to do egg or something with it. It does feel weird to skip Legion of Wax here when I took the Entombed Explosives specifically for that. I guess I'll take it. I don't know what I'm doing, though. And I don't know. I think I have to take draw. I don't think I can make Wing Steel work. Alright, we go to the right. Permafrost and -1. Horrible. Horrible. This is a great example of why I think Remnant is super overrated. A great example of it. These units suck. Some people like Wickless Tycoon. I guess I could do Legion attacks, but again, without Reform, without Endless... it's just not even worth it. I already have the Memorial Fund. You know, what I need is damage. What I need is Pyre Health, and Entombed Explosives would be the resolution there. But again, I need to find Reform. This is just a skip. There's no way I take these. Yeah, this seed is cursed. I'm just already. Even if it gets super good from here on out, I'm gonna call it cursed. This sucks. Well, we don't even have a reason to overstack any floor at this point, so like even the permafrost isn't probably not happening here. I would have permafrost, Dripfall, and hope for an intrinsic, but at this point we are very reliant on finding an endless upgrade at the steel or Reform. I don't have a game plan otherwise. There's literally no game plan. I guess if I can get a Marsh Lord, that would be okay. Then I could at least get the second tier of egg with that. And then I have the additional egg. Still, though, it's like, it's not great, but I could work with that. Okay, we do have Marsh Lord. I don't see any world where I'm just going to go full Shellsmith. We seem to need the Marsh Lord at this point, so let's take it. And I will not take I will not go to 50 shards because I'm weak as hell right now. Make that 0, I guess. Might as well search down these. Yeah, this is really just nothing to permafrost. Might as well keep the money. Can I at least get like a holdover? Shit. Yeah, we're not doing that. Well, surge stunning some of my only pink cards is certainly questionable, but I guess the thought is the other ones are 0, so that's good at least. Let's remove another steward. If I am fighting a Ring 5 stealth boss, I have defensive options. I don't really need the stewards. They're just unplayable for me. I probably should keep the rest of this gold. I mean, there is a Forgotten Boons here, and I have the Memorial Fund, so maybe I could still remove. But we're almost certain. We're very reliant on finding Endless or Multi-Strike at the Steel, and I need some money. I may even want both. So, I mean, I could also just take that money. I think we just fight. Adding damage. I have, what, 3 banner units? Oh, man, it's money too, but this is like the hardest fucking troop. At least I'm at 40 shards, but I have 46 fire health. I don't think I can take this. I'm glad to start with the egg. Put this down first in case I have some way to kill it, I guess. Man, I shouldn't have put that down though, huh? Because I kind of want to get the Kinos Carapace in there, but I don't know. We're not necessarily super likely to draw it. Do we put the eggs out front? Or like this egg out front? I think I put the other egg out front so it hatches first. Alright, well, we'll do this so I can get more etches. Suppose I'm glad that that was there. We'll put this here in case of collector. Even then, I'm like... Let's get the pink down here so that if I need to, I can put a Kinegos Carapace down there. I would have took a ton of damage there, by the way, had I took the trial. I may even be dead. I may still be dead, I don't know. Might just still be dead. Because I can't... Jesus, dude. This fucking game. How does that motherfucker still get sharded up after all that? Okay, at least I can kill the 9 damage dude here. And still play this. Taking 6 more though. I definitely was correct to not take that trial. I'd 100% be dead by now. 100 motherfucking %. It is so hard for me to do anything. Look at this shit. It's like, look at this deck, dude. This deck is horrible. It angers me how bad this deck is. It's like inconsolably bad. Jesus, man. Here, let's go like this. I don't know. some echoes up here. I can't even, like, play this guy. Like, where could I even play him? That guy dying gets me a less round of hits. Let's try to stall this out a little bit. I redrew the Legion of Wax. I was hoping to draw like a proc here, but so I could kill that without this dying. Guess I could do that. Let's give ourselves an extra turn here. Okay, well, we got the proc anyway. I don't even think we want to play it, though. If this guy's living, he's dying in one hit to this anyway. I could give this guy some damage. I think that's just... is okay. I guess I could do it here, too. Problem is I don't want to take away too many echoes up top because a lot of my damage is in the echoes, considering I have all these bug flies. Everything's just a bit awkward. I guess I just shoot this thing, huh? That I can make use of these. This thing has two... Here, why don't we give you some damage? We actually want most units to die, so let's just let that happen. Alright, well, we get through that. Okay, I have to imagine that we're taking accelerated incubation here. Still doesn't help with my echo situation. Oh, maybe the Forgotten Trade is better? I mean, it has synergy with Wing Steel. It has synergy with my drag, or not, well, it doesn't really have synergy with Drags. It has, I have a Marsh Lord already, and my eggs don't take a while to hatch, so, like, incubation might be overkill. It would be good if I get endless eggs, but I don't even know, is endless priority to the egg right now, or is endless priority to Legion of Wax? I mean, I suppose it would go to the egg if I take the accelerated incubation, and especially if I don't specifically get Wicked Blaze at this next, at this melting offering. Let's take the accelerated incubation. We do end up getting Wicked Blaze. I guess we're taking it. I don't know. They're all pretty good cards, and this one happens to be pink, but I don't know that defense is the priority, especially in this deck. I think it's Wicked Blaze that opens up not hitting endless here. And I almost want to go left now, because I'm like, now if I go right, I think endless is still good. Yeah, endless, multi-strike. If I go left, it's only holdover. That's really that good for me, but there is a Herzl Horde and health. This is one of those situations where I don't mind the health. But I don't know. If I go right, I only brick if it's quick and large stone, and if it's quick and large stone, quick still isn't like horrible on the egg. Cavern could be good. I think in this combo, though, the Herzl Horde would be better. I mean, imagine if I could get a Bog Slime or a Karuska. Those two, which would just save the hell out of this deck. It feels really bad if that happens to be what's over there. But I don't know. What do I have at the Merchant of Magic? I can't even zero cost anything at this point. You know, I could zero cost the Total Recall. Wicked Blaze being cheaper would be pretty good, though, and holding it over, even a Permafrost would be pretty good on it. Which makes me want to go left. I don't know though. I think we're in. Adding some health to the egg would be important at this point. Even if I can't hit on what I need to hit. I think we go to the right. Okay, there's Endless. That goes on the egg because the reform is better on the Legion of Wax, which will be getting the Entombed Explosive. But definitely we do this. With the accelerated incubation, that's pretty good. I think we can do this. My thinking is I already get an initial 10 health from Kinos Carapace. I already get some armor from Shellsmith. And then by the time this goes to a different floor, it already has a bunch of health anyway, and the multi-strike is huge. So this is huge. Now that we're definitely putting Kinhost into that egg first. Let's take this. That helps a lot. I kind of want to take Precious Plating, though. I don't know. That 5 health could be good. Especially against Divinity. 11 health is not going to survive sweep unless I keep right to 100 shards, which is going to be tough. I'm already going to 105, considering I'm very likely to put Entombed Explosive into the Wax. And I'm very likely to put the, well, I'm 100% going to put the Kinhost into the egg. I guess the question remains, like, is it still worth it for me to put the explosive thing into the Wax? Like, do I even want the Legion of Wax at this point? I mean, I only have the 1 Wicked Blaze for it. I had to play it at 2 Ember. Keeping it also is a problem because that means that, you know, I draw it early instead of just guaranteeing the egg. I think I'm going to remove the Legion of Wax. You know, I have this accelerated incubation. I have a Marsh Lord. I now have an Endless Egg that multi-strikes and will have the Kinos Carapace. I think I'm just trying to do too many different things at once if I'm going to do the Legion of Wax. And honestly, because I took Combustible Wax, the Wicked Blaze play isn't actually that good with Legion of Wax. I think we just abandon it. And if I abandon that, am I going to be good on 32 health this next fight if it's like Harvesters of Death? I don't know that I am. It'll certainly help to have Legion of Wax out of here, though. I think I'm going to have to take this. It also means I can, without committing to the Entombed Explosive into the Legion of Wax, then that means I guess I could have given it a burnout, but again, it's the Combustible Wax messes that up. Okay, we did get this. I had to imagine we take the Wormkin here. It is Broken Memories. Okay, I'll take that. Imagine if I can spell chain that now. I can get the accelerated incubation coming back every turn, and that's pretty good. I think we remove this. And obviously we gotta wait for a temple to put the units together, but we'll be looking for that. And I have no money, so I'm very unlikely to go left. We're very likely to go right. If I do that, I should maybe give just like a battle stone here, maybe. How likely am I even to play this, though? Wouldn't it be better just on a drag or something? Yeah, I'll put it here. Might help with, like, if I fight Stealth Boss, I might need that. Okay, it's not Stealth Boss. Heaven's Seal, but I took the health. Bad Wave. I don't have AoE, right? You know, even in this combo, with artifacts being good, this is just too brutal. Even if I live it, it's going to cost me a ton of fire health, most likely. Dude, look at this trash opener. It's like I get the wrong unit, whatever, 50-50. But then it's like, look at this shit. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I'm just going to leave space for a drag. We're going to redraw that. Well, do I even redraw it? I don't know. I don't think so, because I want to draw a card here. Alright. What a horrible opener. Just kidding. Alright, let's do this. There's no spikes coming up soon. I think it is better to put it on the well, it is a sweeper boss. Yeah, let's do that. This allows me to hatch one of them. I should do that. Might as well do this. I could technically hatch both if I just bring this down. I should do that because we want to get armor on the shells if I get consumables next turn. Or we want to get armor on the actual unit, not the shell. I don't know what I'm saying there. Okay, so I don't know that we actually care to keep playing the egg. It's not like we, we added some health to it, whatever. Okay, I should play these up here. This is why I didn't take the Heaven's Seal. It's like, if I can't deal with this, we're taking a bath of blood. Looks like we'll probably be fine, though. I'm losing a lot of damage by doing this, but I'm just trying to prepare for the, the elite. They're not the elite, the boss. I don't even know. That was probably dumb. It's a risky move to drip fall this down. I think I'm going to have to, though. I really don't want to take that damage. Alright, we're killing everything. I don't think we'll lose a guy after all this, so let's do this. Might actually be okay to do total recall here, given what we have. Bringing back a unit doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess I could bring back the Kinhouse Carapace. Put it here. I'm just wondering, like, is this even worth it? I guess so. Might as well do that. Wow, am I really taking 4 there? Nothing I can do about that. This is the problem with removing the echoes. If I play this, I don't gain anything. I'm hoping, like, once I actually get the Kinhouse Carapace into this, that this won't be so awful. Okay, this is a consume. Yeah, just get this back. Is there any way I can, like, draw before this? Proclamation, dude. Alright, well, might as well. I'll let it be. I'm not gonna mess with the formula there. Got a lot of gold out of that. Yeah, I can't take Force Contam, no fucking way. And these are, of course, not pink. Soul Cripple, yeah, I can't take them. It sucks because honestly, the uncommon tier is so good for Wormkin, but this is just not it. Force Contam usually is good, especially if it was pink, but without a Karuska, there's no way I can take that here. It's like, I just can't generate an Echo. I can't generate one and keep it, because the moment I generate one, I'm just starved for like either hatching or extracting. Skip. Well, maybe in another world, Wax and Spike could be okay. Vetivery might be okay. Considering I have Wing Steel, considering it's pink, considering it's 0. Considering I have these proclamations and stuff, and eventually the Endless Egg going to other floors, I think the Vetivery is takeable. Might even be my Hellvent. Yeah, we're definitely going right here. Alright, -2. Well, that would have been good here. I don't know that it's... I mean, this card's just getting removed, I think. I don't see any reason to have it. Well, one thing's for sure. This goes into this. That's a big upgrade. Now we're at 80 shards. I take that for sure, and I can just take that. So I don't have to take this, and I don't have to take that. Purge -1. I don't really need the Purifying Cleanses. I could do it on one of them. I could... The Total Recall's been okay, honestly. I mean, yeah, let's get rid of that. I'm just thinking, like, what do I remove next? I don't think I do the Purge -1. The Echo Infusion probably remove. I'm trying to think. I have the Shellsmith. It seems like the Shellsmith actually will be somewhat of a main game plan. So the Echo Infusion is probably the worst card in my deck right now. Yeah, I have better ways to get defense. Man, I really wish there was a spell chain here. I don't know a great Hellvent. It might just be as... Gosh, I don't know. Might just be the Accelerated Incubation. I don't know. I think right now it is just the Accelerated Incubation. I mean, it has the best impact to my deck. Having 2 of them is good. Yeah, who knows? This might have been the... We'll go 1. Just gonna put these up here. Put that in. Then put this in. They're both hatching already, which is great. Just do this for an Echo, because they're so hard to come by. I mean, eventually, do I need a pip upgrade? I'm trying to think. I mean, the drag we don't necessarily need, but I'm thinking, like, it would be nice to get another set of eggs here. I don't even think a pip upgrade allows me to do that, though. So a pip upgrade probably just not happening. So now we need to focus on a different floor. Try to hatch this thing. Well, he's not hatching. The proclamations truly are just unplayable at this point. I should probably remove them. Like, I probably should just remove them. Even this one, it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to play that? So whatever I draw now... Incubation? Yeah, let's take that. If I rally this, but I draw the incubation, that's fine. Probably should have played that first. Definitely should have played that first. I don't even know that I'll play it. I don't want to lose echoes. This replenishes my echo, so I guess I should play that. Oh, it doesn't replenish it. No. I could play this just to get rid of it. I can't play a unit here next turn anyway. Yeah, I'm going to play that just to get rid of it. We want to play that before we draw. God, these cards are just useless to me. Yeah, I don't care about... I mean, I guess I'll play this. Do that before I draw something. Alright. Well, this is working out. The endless egg thing is seeming to barely work out here. I can do another one here. Just doing that because it's a pretty easy consumable to play. I almost want to get rid of the echo transfer, to be honest. I'm like, why do I have that? It really isn't helping me at all. I think every single extract card I need to get rid of, and then of course it's going to give me Karuska, but what are you going to do? Some echoes here, get that going. This card is like unplayable. I suppose with like no echoes here though. I gotta say though, once that, you know, I basically played 3 accelerated incubations here. Once those run out, I can't hatch my eggs. I just literally cannot hatch them. So this is still probably worth... I don't mind rallying here, just to get an echo. Try to do something here. I'm okay with this dying. Just trying to get some echoes here. I suppose we could do this. Wow, we actually killed down there. I didn't expect to do that. I guess by the end, though, hatching that thing's pretty big. You know, we might be past the worst part of this run now. It just gives Halidals anyway. Definitely not taking Halidals. Accelerated incubation or Wormkin etchings. As fun as Wormkin etchings would be, I don't... It's just more straightforward to take another accelerated incubation here. I think. Yeah, it's just the first part, like really the first run through of the deck. The more we can make that get started, the better. And that's going to be helping that. I mean, a pip upgrade could still help. I don't think we take it, though. thinking draw again. I will have that final... You know, most of my deck is now starting to be pretty cheap. I'm probably going to remove Wicked Blaze. I probably should at some point remove Total Recall, I guess, with how the deck is. I mean, I can't even afford to have... At a certain point, these two Echo Breaks are the only cards, and the Vetivery, I guess, that are, like, going to be generating me echoes. I mean, that just puts it in perspective right there. It's like, you know, the Dregs, they play out. I guess there's a Dripfall as well. Just take a draw. There's too much doubt, so we go draw. Kreska would save the hell out of this deck. I think I would still take a Hardened Hole, actually saves this deck just the same. So I'm not too sad to see that. Sketches is probably not good unless I can Intrinsic a Dripfall. Even then, it's not that good. Yeah, this is not a deck for Sketches. Light's Gift could be pretty good. Right? Because I'm not quick. Faulty Loader could be pretty good. But really mainly for Ring 7. The Light's Gift might be better. I don't know though. Is it really that necessary? I already have a Shellsmith. If I get a Spell Chain... Oh, I can't get a Spell Chain. There's no more temples. Damn. I could get a Consume Remove on the Bounty Echo, or the Broken Memories. 114. Also, Faulty Loader is pretty good into Diligent, because I don't have a good way to deal with Purifiers. Faulty Loader. Alright, so we definitely take this. That helps a lot. Oh my gosh, that helps a lot. Okay. Damn, I can't actually put this on anything I care about. Or anything I care to get out of here. I guess we just take this then. I mean, I definitely don't need the Entombed Explosive at this point. Alright, Blaze, you're out. I'm going to keep the Recall for now. I don't really need it. Especially with Diligent. Yeah, let's get rid of it. I mean, honestly, to be honest, I just now thought of Diligent. Diligent is going to be interesting. Like, what the hell am I even going to do? Guess we'll see. Pip Upgrade might have been better. I mean, if I knew I was getting a Hardened Hole, definitely Pip Upgrade. I think I need this money. It will cost me some health, because Echo Break could actually kill backliners, but we'll just try to hatch our eggs ASAP and hopefully scale up fast enough. The Faulty Loader should help a little bit. I think it's in my interest just to do this. Do this to get rid of it. Damn. move that down, I guess. Save that other one, I guess. Yeah, I don't see why I would need it. Alright, they're all dying. I can get accelerated incubation back right now, so I will. I guess I want to hatch in the middle. They're all dead, which is nice. I think I need to remove both Echoes of the Past and Echo Transfer. That's pretty obvious to me. I don't know, though, with Seraph the Diligent. I don't know. I just don't know. I kind of want to keep these Echoes here for the egg. Does this even help? I guess. I guess it helps. Alright, we can kill bottom floor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Alright. Unearthed remains? Maybe. It's not better than, like, it's essentially just doing what Accelerated Incubation does, but worse in the context of this deck. I just don't see how I can take a Return Soul here. I mean, Diligent is gonna be a problem. But I definitely need to add spells. Not that one. We may have to add the non-pink Subsuming Blade here just to have one more thing of fodder for Diligent. And I'm definitely going to have to Hellvent, like, I don't know. I'm really hoping the Broken Memories I can remove the Consume on. I got a 50-50 of that. I'm going to add this right now just because of Diligent, even though it's definitely making the deck worse. Alright, we're going to take this. Well, are we going to? If I Hellvent something that costs shards. Nope, I'm not doing that. I mean, it would have to be proc, which sucks. I think the proc is getting out of the deck. Echo Transfer leaves first, though. Yeah, we're not Hellventing anything that costs shards, so we're always taking this. Concussive Coals into Diligent, pretty good. Hell's Banners, with what I have going on, also pretty good. We're probably taking both of those. Jack Strips I could care less about. Double stack horrible here. Adding 10 to one of these is fine. Well, we know this being 0 is good. I could double stack it. Let's say I find a holdover. What does holdover go on? Nothing, right? Holdover would go on nothing. It would go on the Dripfall, but if I just double stack it right now, That's more or less as good. That's fine. We're actually pretty happy to see remove consume there. Broken Memories probably gets the Hellvent now then. That really helps a lot with Diligent. Yep, we'll do that. Oh, do I have enough money for both these? I don't. Damn it. Oh, I do. I just can't remove a card. That's fine. I want both of them. That's pretty good ring. Alright, I think we're good. That was a pretty awful seed. I'm actually surprised that like so many people beat it. I don't know though. I guess it comes together eventually, but not how I would have liked it to. Might as well start on top still. I should have popped this first, then I could have just immediately got the egg back. Well, that's taken care of already. Let's do this. And just get an echo up here, I guess. I don't know. Give this guy that. Alright, you're going in the middle. I could redraw you immediately, which I think I'll do. Then I can bring... Well, okay, let's go bring another one of these back. We do want to do that. One thing that sucks is I wasn't able to make removals, but it just is what it is, I guess. I do want to redraw the egg. I want to try to kill this. Can't. Well, future ones will die. Theoretically. We want that to die. I should have opened with this, damn it. Well, I have 2 of the Broken Memories, but yeah, it's fine. I really wanted to, I should have drawn Accelerating Incubation, but it is what it is. Kind of want to hatch at the bottom here. Let's go like this. We still want to hatch that. I actually cleared out room up top. I think I might be able to... No, I still need that to die. Alright, let's get rid of this while we can. Okay, I want to put this here. Redraw the egg. Put the egg here. Might as well do this. Or I could... Can't actually play Vetivery. Probably better off doing that. Trying to just make that bottom floor solid now, I think, because I can't really hatch after this. Unless stuff is going to clear out. Yeah, let's get this. Alright, is there any world I could just kill this, and that's probably fine. Okay, let's go like that. What do we want back now that we can't hatch anything next turn? Probably this. I actually kept the shards so low that I got a turn in of non-stealth for that guy. And that's a kill. Right, well, we're not necessarily out of the weeds yet, but I think we're sitting pretty good now. I have to imagine Divinity is not harder than that fight, but there is a lot of shit I gotta get through. But I'm pretty sure I'm okay. We have so much gasoline in this deck. If I do this now, this hatches. So why don't we do this first? Just get it a head start. Redraw it. I literally can't play these. Top floor will clear out eventually. 11. I'm gonna redraw it. It's like, how much armor do I want to give this floor? Because I want to play that Drake, I just don't think I can. I think this actually goes up here. Alright, they're all dying. I lose that egg, but that's fine, because then I can just start making more of these eggs. I can get one down there for now. Do you want that back? Can't play those. Yeah, I think we're fine here. Draw the egg. I'm fine losing them. I might be okay to keep Echo right though. I need to redraw that egg. And we'll take this back. Let's do this just so I can get that out of the deck. We're going to be... Oh, we didn't get ever drained thanks to Cuss of Coals, actually. So that's nice. Alright, if I play this, I can't... I guess I'm just thinking I don't want to redraw the egg, so I can't really do anything with it right now. I think we're fine losing Echo right at this point, just to clear out space to play the egg. If that's the case, we'll just get Echoes up there. I don't want to play any of these extract cards. Keeping you alive is fine. I mean, do we even need to... Okay, I guess... Damn, I really can't do anything. I guess we're okay to do this. Ah, man, he lives, though. 25, 36... I could maybe, yeah, I could just, I could have just shot him there. I'll shoot him with another one of these. I guess this will do. It's at 10 health. Why did I didn't even realize that was that close. I could have just killed him last turn. Did not even realize it was that close. Alright, well, I would consider that relatively cursed. Even if by the end, it was like a reverse difficulty run, where the start of the game and the mid-game is infinitely harder than the end. It's one of the many, it's one of the design flaws of the game, but I still, you know, I still love the game, but it is a design flaw because that's a very common occurrence. It's actually pretty rare that the last divinity is the hardest fight. But yeah, I don't know. Endless Egg ended up working out. The thing that made it cursed is, like, I feel like there's just, they troll you down a lot of different routes to start, and like I mentioned, it's like this deck was like, there's so many extract or extract adjacent cards that it's so hard to generate echoes. But then once we got the hardened hole plus the accelerated incubations, and even to some extent the higher rank of Marsh Lord, it became much easier of a run. But before that, it was pretty tragic. So let's see what everyone did. They went the resolve route. Ah, damn, they found the Paraffin Enforcer. So literally the only node I didn't go to had the Paraffin Enforcer, which would have just been making that early game a lot easier, especially with like combustible wax and stuff. Then so their deck plays completely different than ours. Yeah, I would have to imagine that most of this run was a lot more smooth. This is just a much more straightforward from start to finish plan. That just shows the difference, though, of like, you know, it's like I mentioned, it's either Paraffin Enforcer or bust at that thing, and I don't know, just happened to be that Paraffin Enforcer was at the one node we didn't go to. But yeah, it makes sense that like this deck is much less of a problem that the echo generation is tough on this run, right? Artifact wise, no major differences. It makes sense for their deck to go Light's Gift for sure. Um, there was a Mandibles apparently, but that's just kind of okay. There's still not any major differences on the artifacts. Okay, apparently everybody is just finding better nodes than me. Apparently there was a Microstone node. Apparently there's multiple multi-strikes. I still kind of stand by them. I do stand by Resolve. And we don't know based on this if they started Shellsmith or not, but I think I still stand by starting Shellsmith, and I still stand by going to the Merchant of Magic Ring 2, because like I said, if it's not specifically Paraffin Enforcer or a rare, you're pretty sad going to that Merchant of Steel. I guess a Wickless Baron is somewhat okay, but you still have to find multi-strike at that point, I would say. Whereas there's just a lot better spread of Wormkin units. We happen to not really, find what we wanted at that point, but it became something that was able to at least turn into something. But again, it's just a completely different game plan than ours. They found much better artifacts, so look at this. They got Flicker's Liquor and the Bog Slime. Imagine how good Bog Slime would have been for us. Granted, by this point in the game, it wouldn't have mattered because we're kind of at past the turning point there. But, assuming I never found all the other stuff, we would have loved to seen that. Okay, apparently I'm the only person here in existence that just didn't find Paraffin Enforcer. That's so annoying. I guess I found a much different line than everybody, so I guess that's okay. This is interesting, though. A 3-floor setup, I guess. To me, it's kind of tough to make this Legion of Wax work. I guess it works. I'm just thinking, like, I have to imagine there's a lot of turns you can't play it because there's a lot to draw through here. And there's, only so much pip. Because there's also these double Paraffin Enforcers and whatnot. Double Sacrificial Res. Oh, okay. So that's... They might just sac res it out of their hand, which makes sense. That makes it a lot easier to play. And eventually they have the Hell's Banners, which makes it workable too. But again, though, much different deck. Paraffin Enforcer. I like the self-infuse on the Paraffin Enforcer. I have noticed there's actually the first one that did that. I mean, if they're multi-striking, self-infuse is great on Paraffin Enforcer. Although I'm not a huge fan of it when they didn't take combustible wax. That's kind of interesting. I don't know what's up there. Yeah, taking center salve. Was it the center salve or was it the wing steel that was up against combustible wax? I can't remember. Either way, either one of those should be taken over center salve, I would think. I mean, yeah, you got diligent, but up until then, it may not do anything for you. And even on diligent, it's questionable what it even does for you compared to either of these, which are just going to be immediately impactful. But still, though, this is very powerful. And yeah, I guess they've got so much burnout extension, it didn't really end up mattering. Hallowed Halls. I don't know that I would take a Hallowed Halls with this deck, though, because you're wanting them to stick around. I guess it's just like a safety measure in case they die, which is understandable. They didn't really hit many artifacts on this run, which is interesting. Endless Drag. I don't know I don't know what's going on there. This is obviously fine. Probably would have self-infused it though. Even a drag into it is not a horrible play, to be honest, given maybe the weirdness of the map generation. So this deck died. They took the trial. How many people took that trial? Only Mean took it. They took it without taking any damage. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, this player might have died just because they took that trial. And probably because they took a pip upgrade, first upgrade. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to fit everything on the floor, but they're trying to fit, yeah, all of that on the floor. But I don't think that's really all that necessary that early. You have to think of the priority of your upgrades, right? The draw would be more immediately useful, and you don't need to get Echorite and these all on a floor. That's just kind of overkill. And yeah, I mean, it's like they'll scale up, but it will take a few hits. And with Heaven's Seal, that's pretty rough. I mean, they got the Proclamation, but other than that, their front-loaded damage isn't there until these guys get a few rounds of strikes in. Yeah, I don't like this. So this is the only player it looks like that went the route that I went, but I think they make the few things make it much worse. So like I said, starting Resolve I don't really like here. I think it's a huge liability, especially given what the deck is, the starting deck. I just don't like to take Resolve over Shellsmith there. But on top of that, because they took Resolve, because they didn't take Shellsmith, I highly would not even go to Ring. Like, it's funny because, like, ironically, the only one that went my path on Ring 2, I wouldn't have gone that path if they're Resolved. Because let me put it this way. You got 5 health hero. Like I said, you could just get double egg, which has 1 health, right? Which is obviously a huge liability, especially when the Merchant of Steels are just gonna be a wall before you hit one that's like good, right? And so here, I wouldn't have gone the route in the first place because I don't want to get stuck with 2 1 health units. Imagine, by the way, imagine that this egg wasn't even offered. Imagine it's like the 8 shell egg and the cocoon, which is like a 12 shell egg, both at 1 health. One of them had 2 ember and 3 pip. Or even just Glug Slider and plus one of them and not this egg. Then you're really up shit creek. Especially with your 5 health champion, you know. And just there's no immediate real benefit from the Resolve when Total Recall is your main thing, or even this, I don't know. Yeah, they just don't have any beef. Looks like they killed the boss but died. They must have died. I don't know how that happened. It says 100% damage on the boss, but they lost. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, how does that work? Well, I don't know. Either way, ultimately a fun run though. It was actually a while. It's been a while since I had Endless Egg sort of pop off, so that was fun. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.